Imagine 3 small rituals you can make from the peels of your orange or lemon. 1 to sip, 1 to nibble, and 1 to mist over your linens. In under an hour, you can turn kitchen scraps into calming aroma, a tiny sweet treat, and a light linen spritz that brightens a room. Stay with me. We'll make each one slowly, carefully, and mindfully.
Welcome to Earthy Remedy, your space for natural remedies, real food, and everyday wellness. I'm your host, Sam Nang Bradley, host and wellness guide.
And I'm Fiona Thompson, co-host and nutritionist. Together, we explore how the healing power of nature and evidence-based nutrition can help you feel better in simple, sustainable ways. On this episode, we're talking about citrus peel and how humble kitchen scraps can gently brighten your senses, your routine, and even your home. We'll share 3 small, low-waste recipes: a mild citrus peel infusion to sip, a tiny batch of candied peel to enjoy, and a lightly diluted linen spritz to lift the room. We'll also cover safety tips, how to avoid skin irritation and keep food safe. Make yourself comfortable, breathe in, and let's begin.
Section 1, Understanding the Problem. I want to start with a small scene, my own kitchen on a rainy Tuesday. I had peeled 2 oranges and tossed the curls into the compost without thinking. Later, I noticed the kitchen smelled like wet cardboard. The bright citrus note that used to be there was gone, and I missed that little lift. Maybe you've had a similar moment. Food waste in the bin and a home that could use a tiny sensory reset. That little loss is what we're addressing today. How to reclaim the brightness that often ends up in the compost.
Nutritionally speaking, citrus peels are more than fragrant bits. They contain flavonoids, small amounts of vitamin C, pectin, and aromatic essential oils such as limonene. From a biochemical perspective, those aromatic oils are what gives citrus its bright smell and can influence mood through the olfactory pathways, simple, non-medical shifts that make a space feel cleaner or more uplifting. On a practical level, the aroma of citrus can cue our brains toward alertness or a gentle lift in mood. So saving peels isn't just thrift. It's an easy way to use plant chemistry to shift how you feel in a room.
I love how you framed that, Fiona. And there are so many small cultural practices that already do this. Families storing dried orange peel in tea tins, markets hanging citrus garlands to scent a stall, or grandmothers tossing peels into simmering pots to scent the home. These are gentle rituals that make use of what's available. Today, we'll combine that warmth with Fiona's careful science, so you can make 3 practical things from your peels.
Section 2, What the Evidence and Tradition Say. Let's break this down. The peel's essential oils are largely composed of limonene and related terpenes. The studies we have are modest. Most are lab-based or small trials, but they consistently show that citrus aromas can reduce perceived stress in short-term settings and can be mildly antimicrobial when used in concentrated forms. That's where the evidence aligns with traditional use. Citrus scent creates a fresh, uplifting environment. The important caveat is that concentrated citrus oil applied directly to skin can cause irritation or photosensitivity. So for topical or linen uses, dilution and testing are essential. Across kitchens from the Mediterranean to Southeast Asia, people have long simmered peels for scent, used candied peel in sweets, and dried peels for teas. In some markets, candied citrus peels are small celebrations, bits of preserved brightness saved for special tea alongside guests. Those traditions tell us 2 things. Citrus peels are versatile, and small rituals around scent and food are ways people create comfort and hospitality. Our goal is to make those rituals accessible and safe for you at home. Section 3, Introduction to the Remedies and Recipes. We'll make 3 items: a low-strength citrus peel infusion you can sip, gentle and slightly floral,
a tiny batch of candied peel for a sweet nibble or garnish, and a linen spritz made with a mild infusion, diluted so it freshens fabrics without staining or causing sensitivity. These are good for most adults. Keep portions small and include swaps if you need them. If you have asthma or strong scent sensitivities, consider skipping the spritz or using a tiny test cloth first. If you have citrus allergies, do not use these recipes.
Now for the recipe section. I'll read each ingredient slowly and clearly. We'll have the written recipe in the show notes so you can follow along later.
Citrus peel infusion. Ingredients: 1 cup of water, the base. Peels from 1 medium orange or 1 large lemon, removed with a vegetable peeler in thin strips. Aromatic oils and gentle fiber. 1 teaspoon of chamomile or a small sprig of mint. Optional, for calming balance. 1 teaspoon of raw honey or maple syrup. Optional, for sweetness and mouthfeel. A tiny pinch of cinnamon. Optional. Equipment: small pot, strainer, mug. Candied peel. Ingredients for a small batch: peels from 1 orange, sliced into 1/4 inch strips. 1/2 cup water. 1/2 cup granulated sugar, plus extra for coating. A pinch of salt. Option: a teaspoon of vanilla for finishing. Equipment: small pot, slotted spoon, cooling rack or parchment-lined tray. Linen spritz. Ingredients: peels from 1 lemon or orange, 2 cups hot water, 1 tablespoon white vinegar. Helps disperse oils and adds freshness. Optional, 1 tablespoon vodka or salt as preservative if you want longer shelf life. Equipment: jar for steeping, fine strainer, spray bottle. Step-by-step, citrus peel infusion. Step 1. Pour 1 cup of water into your small pot and bring it to just under a boil. You'll see tiny bubbles, not a rolling boil. Step 2. Add your citrus peels and the chamomile or mint if using. Step 3. Lower the heat to a gentle simmer and let it steep for 5 minutes. You'll notice the steam carry a bright, clean scent. Step 4. Turn off the heat and let it rest for 2 more minutes. Strain into your mug. Step 5. If you like, stir in 1 teaspoon of honey or maple syrup. Taste and adjust. Sip slowly. This makes a mild, uplifting cup. Notes and tips for the infusion. Don't oversteep, or it can become bitter from the white pith. If you only have dried peel, use half the amount, about 1 tablespoon dried. This infusion is best fresh, but you can keep it in the fridge for up to 24 hours and rewarm gently. Drink in the morning or as a mid-afternoon lift. Step by step. Small candied peel. Step 1. Trim peels into 1/4 inch strips and remove as much white pith as you comfortably can. Some pith is fine. Step 2. Place peels in the small pot with 1/2 cup water. Bring to a gentle simmer and simmer for 10 minutes to soften. Step 3. Add 1/2 cup sugar and a pinch of salt. Stir until the sugar dissolves. Reduce heat and let the syrup simmer with the peels for about 15 minutes until the peels look translucent and the syrup thickens slightly. Step 4. Remove from heat. Use a slotted spoon to transfer the peels to the rack or parchment to dry. Step 5. When slightly tacky, toss in a little extra sugar to coat. Let air dry for several hours until firm. Store in an airtight jar in the fridge for up to 2 weeks. Candied peel safety tips. Sterilize utensils and jars. Keep portions small and refrigerate if you plan to store beyond a couple days. If you see any fuzz or off smells, discard. These are best eaten in small quantities as an occasional treat or garnish. Step by step. Linen spritz. Step 1. Place the peels in a jar and pour 2 cups of just boiled water over them. Step 2. Cover and let steep for 30 minutes to 1 hour. The longer you steep, the stronger the aroma, but keep it lighter for fabrics. Step 3. Strain into a clean jar. Add 1 tablespoon white vinegar and, if using, 1 tablespoon vodka for preservation. Stir gently. Step 4. Pour into a spray bottle and label with the date. For use, spray lightly on linens from a distance of about 12 inches, then let air dry before putting on skin or in direct sunlight. Test on a hidden seam first to ensure no staining. Storage and variations. You can make a double batch and keep the spritz in the fridge for up to 1 week without added alcohol, or up to a month if you include a small amount of vodka and keep it chilled. For a gentle floral note, add a few lavender buds to the infusion. If you or anyone in your home has respiratory sensitivity, skip the spritz or use a very light dilution and ventilate the room after spraying. Sensory moment. Take the cup you made, hold it in both hands, and draw the steam toward your face slowly. Notice the bright top note of citrus, the soft background of chamomile or mint, and how the warmth spreads through your palms. This small pause is part of the ritual. Your attention makes the simple into something calming.
Segment 5. Safety and cautions. This is important. Concentrated citrus oils can cause skin irritation and photosensitivity, especially bergaptan in some citrus varieties. Do not apply undiluted citrus oil to skin. For linen spritzes, always dilute and test on a hidden area. If you're on blood-thinning medications or have specific health conditions, these culinary and scent uses are generally safe, but always check with a clinician for personalized advice. For candied peel, follow safe sugar-preserving techniques and refrigerate if you plan to store more than 2 days. And if you or household members have asthma or severe scent sensitivity, skip the spritz and enjoy the infusion instead. Section 6. Reflection and encouragement. These small practices are about noticing and reusing, turning what might be discarded into little rituals that invite calm and sensory pleasure. Start small. Try the infusion once. Make a tiny batch of candied peel as a treat. Spray a spritz on a drawer cloth rather than over a pillow if you're testing. None of this needs to be perfect. It's about connection to everyday generosity in the kitchen. Quick summary, citrus peels carry aromatic oils and flavonoids that can gently uplift mood and scent a space. Use gentle dilutions, test fabrics and skin, and store confections safely. Keep portions small, be mindful of sensitivities, and enjoy these rituals as simple, sensory ways to reconnect with nature in your kitchen. We'd love to hear how this turned out for you. Did you make the infusion? Did the candied peel surprise you? Send us a voice message or DM us at Earthy Remedy Podcast with your version, any tweaks or questions. And please subscribe so you don't miss future episodes. Thank you for joining us for this episode of Earthy Remedy. We hope you're leaving with at least one simple idea to bring into your everyday life. You can connect with us, send your questions, or share your own remedies and recipes at hello@earthyremedy.example and on Instagram at Earthy Remedy Podcast. Until next time, take a deep breath, drink some water, and be kind to your body. Listen to your body. Trust the earth. Feel the difference. Soft music swells and fades.